Hey, what's up everybody? Coming up in this live video, we're going to talk about basically 6 steps, that you can follow, 6 steps to starting an online business and really make some money this time. All right, what's up everybody? Hope everybody's had a really good day today. I've been pretty busy, been working on this, working on that. But I wanted to, I'm going to keep this video pretty short here, but I wanted to go over some good stuff today and give you guys a little backstory in terms of really how to make money online. And we've been talking a lot about that. And there's so many ways that you can, so many methods and strategies and tools and resources and people to follow and all that stuff. And guess what? All those methods and strategies and tools and resources, they all pretty much work. It's basically how you work them and really how you position yourself to really understand the mechanics of really what you need to do to really make money online consistently. Because a lot of people can make money online, but can they make money consistently, like every day, every weekend, every week, every weekend, every month, every year, continuously? That's usually the question or usually the problem that a lot of people have is they're not making a lot of money or any money on a consistent basis. So what I'm going to do in this video, guys, I'm going to give you 6 different steps or pillars that you can follow that can really help get you in position to really start making some serious money, especially on a long-term basis, not just this week or not just this month, but something that you can apply to your business, or methods you can apply to your business so you can make money continuously. And that's usually what everybody wants. So let's just jump right into it here. So here I got my little deals here. So really, let's just jump right into it. So the first one is really you want to have a vision and a personal development strategy. And really what that means is you really got to know what you want to do. You really got to know who do you want to be known for? I got my notes here. Let me grab my notes. So when you're marketing and really when you're trying to scale a business, you really need to ask yourself, who do you want to be known for? And it can't be the company or program that you promote. You got to really promote yourself, right? And we're going to get into that a little bit more here in some of the other steps coming up. But you really got to know who you want to become, okay? Who do you want to be known for? I know for me, a lot of it is videos. A lot of people know me because of videos and video marketing and stuff like that. And a lot of different opportunities and different things that I promote online. And we've had some, pretty good success with a lot of different things. And it's because we use a lot of these methods that I'm going to be talking about. So again, number one, you definitely want to have a vision and you want to have a personal development strategy. Guys, you gotta get better. You got to get better. And I'm going to be putting some information in the description in this video so you can check out some of the different resources that I use. But you definitely have to become better. If it wasn't for me and my wife, Lanacia, plugging into different communities of other marketers that are having success and learning from them, we would have never really had any success because we would have still been in the dark trying to figure things out on our own. And you can, but you kind of speed the process up if you're connected to the right people that are marketing the way that you want to market, if that makes sense, right? And following the people that are having success. I have a rule. I copy people that are having success. I don't copy people that aren't having success, right? And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just keeping it real. I copy people that are having success. Therefore, I can just duplicate what they're doing, and it should get the same result, right? So it definitely does work. So that's number one. So again, vision. You got to have a vision. What do you want to do? How much money do you want to make? Where do you see yourself 12 months from now? Where do you see yourself 90 days from now? You want to set a vision of who you want to become. You want to set a vision of what type of results you want to achieve. Now, you got to be realistic now. If you're brand new in this thing and you're just coming into marketing online, it's a process of learning. Not saying it's going to take you a year to make any money. No, you can scale your way up to really big money. You can make a little bit in the beginning, then a little bit more, then a little bit more, and the next thing you know, it just snowballs, right? But we all start somewhere, okay? But you got to be realistic. You can't come in here and thinking, hey, that you're going to make $10,000 this week, or even maybe this month if you're brand new. There's things that you're going to have to understand. There's things that you're going to have to set up, right? So you want to have a realistic vision. I always tell people, give yourself 12 months, to really understand. And I mean 12 months of really, digging in, taking action, putting things in place, failing, fixing your mistakes. I'm talking about 12 months of just going through the process, right? So you got to give yourself and be realistic, right? Don't lie to yourself, okay? There's things that you're going to have to learn. So just be prepared for that. So again, vision and of course, personal development. You got to have that because you got to work on your mind. That's the biggest thing that's going to be the biggest obstacle in your success is your mind, because people just want to quit and they just get frustrated and they just want to throw in the towel, so you got to have those things in place. And that's why I'm talking about that first. So that was number one. So, let's see here. Let me pull up all my comments here. Let's see here. And then number two, let me pull it up here. Number two is you got to have personal branding and a target market strategy. Okay. Personal branding. We've been talking about that a lot. Of course, videos, pictures, audios. You got to brand yourself. You got to differentiate yourself or die. Because remember, there's a lot of people online marketing. Why should they enroll or buy from you? You got to brand yourself. This is like a mandatory thing here, guys. This isn't like, well, when I start making some money, I'll start branding myself. Well, the problem with that statement is a lot of times people don't even get to the point of making any money because they're not branding themselves, right? So this is a mandatory option. And so I'm speaking to the person that's saying, hey, I want to quit my job. I want a new life. I want, I want to be financially free. I want to pay my bills or pay all my debt down or buy a new house or car, whatever your goal is, whatever your dreams are. I'm speaking to you. You have to do these things, okay? And if you choose not to brand yourself, letting people know who you are and the value that you give to them, you're just gonna struggle. It's just gonna be a hard road. It's just welcome. It's just gonna be hard, and you're just gonna get frustrated and upset and start blaming people and all that. I'm just telling you, if you want to get there faster, start branding yourself. And you got to have a target market strategy. You can't just market to everybody. You really got to know who your customer is. If you're marketing a product, service, whatever it is, there's an individual avatar or an individual person that is more likely to buy whatever it is that you're offering. You're gonna have to market to that person, okay, to that group of people. Because if you're marketing to that group of people that are more likely to buy what you have to offer, you'll just get there. You'll make more money faster, and that's really what you got to do. So I would say number 2, personal branding and have a target market strategy. Find out who your customer is and see how you can market to them. You can use YouTube. You can use Facebook, right? There's Facebook groups that have all different types of categories and all kinds of groups. And, people, make money from home groups that are specific to your industry, whatever it is that you're marketing online. So there's a lot of things that are in place that can really help you. And I've got some information below that can give you some more insight on that. So that's number 2. So let me close that one out. Number 3 is you got to have a monetization strategy. You're going to have to know, let me see here. You're gonna have to know how you're gonna spread the word of whatever you're marketing. Okay, are you gonna be more focused on like Facebook or, or Instagram or YouTube or whatever? Are you going to do a mixture of those things? And guess what? They all work. Okay, they all work. Facebook works, Instagram works. All these different methods and websites work. Okay, what you have to do, and typically what I always tell people, you don't have to learn everything right now. If you're familiar with Facebook right now, that's where you pretty much live most of the time in terms of your social media activities, start there, okay? Because you can upload videos, you can upload pictures, you can connect with groups. Facebook is a great place to network and build relationships with people. So I'm just speaking, if that's where you play, if that's your playground, start there, okay? Once you master marketing on Facebook and you kind of got your swag going and you're getting leads and you're getting sales and you're doing your thing and you kind of see it scaling up, if you want to start implementing new methods, then you can, hey, when I want to start messing with YouTube or I want to start messing with Instagram or Pinterest or whatever, okay? So don't overwhelm yourself saying, oh man, well, I got to learn Facebook, now I got to learn YouTube, now I got to learn Instagram. Man, I don't even know where to begin. Just start where you're at. Okay, just start where you're at, and that's where you'll get the biggest bang for your buck. If you're trying to market online, just start where you feel where it seems the easiest for you to kind of maneuver and do your thing. Okay, because that's what we did. We kind of basically started with Facebook and YouTube kind of combined, but I didn't really want to learn some of the other different methods at that time. I just wanted to focus on those two things. And so typically 1 to maybe 3 at the most. And that's for somebody that's still pretty, if you're pretty good with all this online marketing stuff. But if you're new, I would just start with 1 initially. And you can kind of grow from there. So again, step 3, you got to have a way. How are you going to spread the word? What are you going to use? Okay. And also too, I think, we talk about online marketing a lot too, but if you have people that you can speak with at your job, at your school, at classmates, family, friends, or whatever, still let people know what you have to offer. Because if you're really good at speech and speaking with people and closing people, start there, right? You have a skill, okay? So 10x whatever that is as well, and you can help. It can help your online methods. As well, because you're getting more activity, and so when you're not working offline, if you're doing things online, it could be working for you while you're at work, while you're asleep, etc., etc. So it all works out pretty well. So, but again, you got to have a strategy on how you're going to start letting people know what you have to offer, and then just go all in, put all your chips in on that, and just run with it, right? And just keep running as you're learning. Okay, so that was number 3. And I know we got a couple questions popping up here, and I'll show you guys, see what people are saying here. So number 4 is content creation, and you want to have content creation, of course, duh, and a content marketing strategy. And that kind of goes back a little bit on step 3 a little bit in terms of how you want to market. But content, and more content. That's the game. Every person that I speak with one-on-one that has had a lot of issues in terms of marketing, as soon as they start doing more content on a consistent basis, they just always start winning. It's just every single case. Every, and let me repeat, every time. I've had like friends of mine, people that I've known online, maybe that have kind of struggled over the years. And I've said, hey, you just got to keep making content. You got to really grow your brand. As soon as they finally get it, that's what I need to do. I'm just going to listen to what Steve told me. I'm just going to do it. Every person, and I'm not exaggerating, guys. Literally every person that I've coached and trained on saying, hey, just bombard everybody with who you are. Just make it to the point to where every time they pick up their phone, they're like, man, there he is again. I can't even pick up my phone without seeing this person's face. That's how you want to market your content. Okay. And every person that I've helped with that, they've always started to crush whatever they were doing. You know, constant leads coming in, constant sales coming in, making their first, $1,000, making their first $10,000 in a 30-day period, and so on and so on, right? All because of them promoting their content, okay? Content creation is the game. Videos, pictures, sharing your journey, sharing your experiences, sharing your successes, sharing your failures, just sharing you. That's the game. You got to share you. If you share you, that's how it's going to work much faster for you. Okay? And it's not about your business. That comes, you can tell people about your business and tell them where to go at the end of the video. Hey, go to this link or whatever, and they'll just follow that call to action at the end of your video or at the end of your post or whatever you're posting, and you got a picture of whatever. Again, I have a rule. I know you're not going to see what I'm offering. No, you're not going to see my website. No, you're not going to. I'm not going to take you to my company website. I'm not going to show you specifically in detail what I'm offering until you see me first. You got to see me first. If you don't see me first, it's going to be an issue, okay? Because I'm not going to make that connection with you. I got to make that connection with you. Once I get that connection, I'll tell you where you need to go. Okay, great. You want to get more information about whatever, click on the link below or above or whatever, right? And that's what a lot of them do. They follow my instruction, right? And I learned that from other millionaire earners online, okay? So again, branding, content, creation, all that stuff works, guys. It'll take your business to a whole nother level if, and only if, you're consistent with it. That's the challenge. That's where it gets tough, because are you going to be consistently creating content and sharing with the world of the value that you have with whatever you're promoting, and also the value that you have that you can help other people reach certain levels, okay, of success. So that's what you want to do, okay? All right, so that's number 4, okay? So let me close that one out, number 4, and let's pull up number 5. Number 5 this is important, guys. You got to have a follow-up system, okay? Like an autoresponder. You definitely got to have that. Hold on, my phone was ringing there. You got to have an autoresponder, guys. You got to have a way to you can build a list, okay? And you got to have an engagement strategy, and that kind of goes with your follow-up system, because usually when you opt in somewhere, if someone opts into your list, they should be getting a series of emails from you, about a lot of different things, and there are ways that you can scale that up, and there's different systems and tools and stuff that I have. You'll see some of that information below that can really help you with that. But you're definitely going to have to build a list, okay? And that's really kind of where that comes into play in terms of the follow-up system, because follow-up is key, guys, online, because most people are not going to buy on the first exposure. You did a post on Facebook or wherever, or even on YouTube. Somebody watched the information on whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram or whatever, and most people are not going to buy whatever that is on the first exposure. So just let that sink in for a second. Just so you know, if you are marketing online, it doesn't matter what you have to offer. It does not matter how good your product is or service or opportunity. Most people are not going to buy on the first exposure. It's usually like 5 to 7 or 8 times of them just coming back. Because, we got, how we do, guys. We got to do our research. We got to talk to people. A lot of times if we want to make a decision on something, there's a small percentage of people that will buy the first exposure. But I got something I'm going to share with you here in just a second. So if you have a lead capture page and people are going to your lead capture page and they're opting in, and then they see whatever the offer is, whatever the presentation is and all that, and they're like, wow, that's pretty cool. Most people are not going to take action then, because maybe they're at work, or maybe they're just out and about and they don't have time to really look into it. But a lot of times what happens, they'll see the information. Oh, that seems pretty cool. I'm going to have to take a look at that. And then what happens? Next thing you know, they forget. Things come up or whatever, and they just forget. But if you have them, but if they are on your list, your autoresponder is going to send them another email, say, hey, this is Joe again, just following up with you. And I saw that you were on my website yesterday. You got a chance to take a look at the videos. Did you have any questions? Whatever the email says, right? And they should just get a series of emails over a particular time. I've had people, guys, that have enrolled or purchased or whatever over the years that maybe got my 20th email. Let me repeat that. That's happened I don't know how many times, where they got the 20th or 30th email. Finally, they opted in like a month ago, and they've been getting emails like every other day for like a month. And then for whatever reason, today, they decided to go ahead and buy. Because maybe something happened in their life. Maybe something happened on their job. Maybe something happened in their finances. And they're like, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Because people will connect and do things when it's best for them. Not for you, but when it's best for them. I know we just want people to buy, right? But maybe it's not best for them at this very moment. So what you want to do as a marketer is stay connected with them. Say, hey, just keep sending them information about, valuable information about whatever it is that you're offering, or just sharing how your day was, or whatever it might be. There's some other training that you can find out about that. I'll put some stuff in the description, but that's really what you want to do. Fortune is in the follow-up. Fortune is in the engagement. That's what's going to really help, because those emails really help to engage your list and also build those relationships. And that'll really help you long term as you're continuously adding people to your list. It will in turn help convert into sales. Okay, so that's what you want to do. So hopefully that makes sense. So that was number 5. And then finally, number 6, which is probably one of the most important things outside of just even the content, is you got to have a traffic strategy. You got to drive traffic. Free traffic and paid traffic. If you're wanting to scale, okay, if you're really wanting to take your business to the next level. And when it comes to paid traffic, people can always start small. Every time I say paid, advertising or marketing, people go, ooh, I don't want to spend any money. And I get it, but you can start marketing on YouTube, Facebook for like $5 a day, even on Twitter, even on Instagram. It's very affordable for people to put a little money in advertising. Therefore, when you're not working, they're working for you. So they're sending out information about whatever it is that you're offering. Even if you're spending $5 a day, it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing, right? If you don't have a lot of things going on, it's better than nothing, right? If that makes sense. Again, because marketing is all about exposure. The more people you expose on a consistent basis, just the more money you're going to make. It's just that simple. It's all about exposure. It's all about traffic. And I've got some really good resources below as well, but that's one thing that I really like. Now, when it comes to paid traffic, some of the paid methods that I use, of course, Facebook ads, right? I do some of that. I've been doing that for years, actually. YouTube ads, something I've been kind of doing here this year more. I've done some back in the day, but here recently, I've been doing some of that as well. And it's a good way to reach a target audience as well, because when you're doing paid marketing, you can pick a certain demographic of people and you can market whatever it is that you're marketing to that group of people. So you get better results. So you gotta figure out a traffic strategy. I recommend, at least one good free one, whether that's just Facebook, whether that's just using YouTube, whatever it is that you're comfortable with, mastering that one initially, and then of course picking a paid strategy as well. Start small, $5 a day. Don't take a break from Starbucks coffee every day, right? It's $5 for coffee right there, right? So might as well put some money back into your business. Whether it's on Facebook paid advertising, YouTube paid advertising, Google AdWords, Instagram, Twitter even has some ad strategies as well. So just pick one. Okay, one paid strategy and one free strategy, and that's a good place to start, right? So again, all those things definitely work, guys. So again, number one was, you want to have vision. Okay, here let me I'll pull it up just to recap really quick. You want to have vision and a personal development strategy. Okay, you definitely got to have that, guys. This mandatory. You got to get your mind right, and you got to know where you're going before you even get there. Okay, you got to know. You got to know, guys. And again, number two was, personal branding and really start doing more target marketing. That's really what's going to really help you long term. And then number three was you got to have a monetization strategy. How are you going to let the world know about what you're doing? What tools are you going to use? What methods are you going to use to monetize or make money online? How are you going to do that? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of the above, or whatever. Okay, offline methods, whatever. How are you going to make money sharing whatever it is that you're offering? And then, of course, step 4, again, content creation and a content marketing strategy. Content, and more content. If you do that, big things can really happen for you. If you're consistent. If you're consistent, though. And, of course, step 5 was follow-up. So you can have a follow-up system like an autoresponder, so you can engage your audience, okay? So you can build that relationship. And, and that's what really makes a difference, long term for you, for your success. And then, of course, number 6, again, finally, you got to have a traffic strategy. So all that stuff works. So those are my 6 steps that can really help you in terms of starting an online business and really make some money for a change. You got to have those things, those pillars that can really be the foundation of your online business. So let's go here to the chat room here really quick. Here, see a lot of people here. Evelis, what's up? Hey, Mark, what's going on, Mark? What's going on, buddy, guys? Be sure, guys, that you follow this individual right here, Mark Harbert. Definitely one of my mentors in terms of video marketing and really just learning how to get leads and stuff like this. This guy is definitely one of my mentors that I look up to, that I've learned a lot from as well. So be sure to connect with Mark Harbert there as well. Let's see. Ezra, what's up, man? Ezra says, Steve, how's it going? Stopping and say hi real quick and say thanks again for answering my questions the other day. Hey, my pleasure, brother. Anytime. Whatever I can do to help. I'm just trying to give you guys some value. I've learned a lot from some really sharp individuals, and I just want to kind of give back that, what we've learned and what we continue to learn, because I don't know everything. I'm just learning. I'm taking this stuff day by day, and but I just take action. I'm just an action taker. That's it. So hopefully you guys are action takers. Okay, just be an action taker. That'll make all the difference, right? Just take action. Let me see. Marcus says, your take on conversion pros for marketing products. Again, if you're going to be buying leads or anything like that, I know Conversion Pros is a website where you can buy leads, and they got different tools and resources and stuff like that as well. Anything that can give you in front of people, a resource to where you can get in front of people, is good. It's all about, again, sharpening those skills, okay? But remember, if you're buying leads, you're just buying cold leads. They don't know who you are. So a lot of it is going to be about building that relationship with those individuals. That's, of course, if you're going through enough leads, you'll get sales. Remember, sales is a numbers game, okay? It's a numbers game. It's about being consistent. The more numbers you go through, the bigger the results you're going to get, okay? So just kind of keep those in mind when you're buying leads. That's what really helps you. All right. So good question there. What's going on, Wes? Let's see here. Get paid to be on social media. Love the name there. Thank you, Steve. We appreciate the knowledge and your time for sure, guys. Hey, just here to help. See a series of emails. Let me see. If Ella says, does MCA Authority have a series of email letter follow-ups? Yes, in the back office. If you go through the training, you'll see how you can set that up. There is an email follow-up series there. You gotta just follow the videos, and it'll be able to set all that. You'll be able to set all that information up. Just some of the different resources. We do a lot of different programs online. Mark says here, just saying, I am Steve Rachel's biggest fan. Hey, Mark, I appreciate that, brother. Man, I'm still learning from you, as well. But hey guys, just I know a lot of really sharp people online, and and I learn a lot from them, on a consistent basis. I'm going to do my homework, aka Sunshine is MSP. Let me see. Mark said, this is a good question. Is MSP the best place to learn, or wealth affiliates? I don't know too much about wealth affiliates, but I will say this: MLSP is pretty much anybody that's been in marketing, any heavy hitter that you've known or whatever. Pretty much a big percentage of them have gotten their start with My Lead System Pro. It's almost like the foundation of online marketing training. That's where I got my start. Mark Harbert, he's definitely a leader inside of MLSP as well, including myself and my wife, Lanacia. If it was not for MLSP, I would say this. If it was not for My Lead System Pro, I wouldn't be here speaking with you guys right now. And we wouldn't have had any type of major success online, because we would have never known how to do one of my most effective marketing strategies, which is called attraction marketing, where people just come to you versus you chasing people. I don't have time for that. I like marketing where people come to us, and in some cases with their credit card in hand. In a lot of cases, just wanting to make a connection. In a lot of cases, just to want to say hello. That's really what it's all about, is building relationships. And that's what MLSP did for us years ago, is that it really taught us how to attract people to us versus us, bugging people and trying to convince and twist people's arm to buy and do whatever. We changed all that. So that's really what we've done. So, and that's what MLSP's done for us. So that's my 2 cents. And you'll see more information about that as well. Let me see. Let me see. Quick question. Steve, has dropshipping on eBay ever interested you? Is it a good business to start? Absolutely. I haven't done, we've probably done a little bit like a few years ago. I haven't done a lot. I haven't really taken the time to really, do that activity a lot. It's definitely something that I do want to implement though. That is a strategy, a method in terms of making money online, that I do want to implement eventually. I know a lot of people that are doing very, very well with it. People that I personally know. So I think it's definitely a great venture. It's definitely a great strategy to embark on if you're looking for ways to make more money online. And of course, there's a learning curve, just like with anything else. It works, and it still works. People buy stuff online. Even while we're speaking right now, someone is on somebody's Shopify store or eBay or whatever, Amazon, and they're buying from them. Right now, as we're speaking, probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people around the world are hitting enter or buy right now. Okay, and if you know how to get in front of those individuals and market and do all that, you're going to definitely be successful. So there is a learning curve with anything, but you can start, and there's all kind of resources out there, and people to follow on YouTube that can help you with that. Good question though, very good question. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of drop shipping as well. Let me see. Evelis, I love following in the steps of my predecessors. Me too. Me too. I love it as well because they've already kind of, paved the way. So I just kind of follow what they're doing, and it definitely makes a difference. So let's see. Hey, Steve, I would like to take on what you think on Mo getting shut down by the FTC. There's there's a lot going on in the industry right now. I think a lot of it comes from, I think for years and years and years, I think in terms of marketing online, there wasn't a lot of regulation. It was kind of like the wild, wild west. People just kind of just did what they wanted to do. And I think now, because there's so much going on, I think, governmental agencies are stepping in just to protect the consumer. But usually those things don't happen just, the FTC doesn't just come across some website and, oh, that looks like a scam. Hey, boom, that's a scam. No, it's like a long process of investigation and all that stuff or whatever. But I think a lot of it comes from, it's starting to morph into where it's not the wild, wild west anymore. Okay, if that makes any sense. And I think it's good. There are things that we should do online to have success, and there are things that we shouldn't be doing as well. We'll see how all that works. I don't even know all the details. I don't even think it's all public on the specifics of that just yet. And a lot of times I've seen companies that have gotten, shut down because they were doing certain things, and then they reopened after they made some corrections, and just to protect the consumer. That's happened numerous times. And then, of course, on the flip side of that, there are companies that have been shut down and that are shut down today, right? Still. But so we'll see how all that goes. We've seen a lot of that over the last maybe 3 to 4 years. I would imagine a lot of different companies kind of falling into that. And I think a lot of it, not to say that they were good, that a lot of them were doing anything bad. I'm sure there were some. But I think a lot of it is just a lot of owners are just kind of ignorant in terms of, and I'm not saying Mob is like that or anything. I'm just saying that a lot of times we don't know what we don't know. Like we're doing something that we think is fine, and maybe according to the eyes of the law, it's not fine. And they're just trying to protect the consumers and stuff like that. So I just kind of see things changing and how we use verbiage in our marketing, and how we say certain things that can't be true for everybody. And I think a lot of that just kind of goes into just being educated on how to really market effectively. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know the specifics. This is just my take on it. But we'll see what happens with that. I'm very curious to see how that plays out. I haven't seen any information about it today because I've kind of just been busy doing some other things, but I'll be reading up on it over the next several days and the weeks to come just to see how all that plays out. But it's very unfortunate, because I know some people that were in Mob, some really sharp marketers, people that I follow, people that I call mentors, people that have taught me, how to do, effective marketing online. And they've helped thousands, tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people do the same thing. And so it's unfortunate anytime something like that happens. So if you've been affected by that, it's just, again, I apologize. It's just very unfortunate. But I'm sure, there's so many opportunities out here that you'll bounce back. And we'll see what happens with that whole situation with Mob. And it's definitely just going to be interesting to watch and just see how it all plays out. So I guess we could just all just stay tuned and everything. But yeah, things are funny out here in the internet marketing land these days. So but I would say this in closing on that topic. That's why it's so important, guys, to brand yourself. It's so important to brand yourself, because if you're just talking about the company and just talking about this and that and what the company, the product, service, if that shuts down, then you really, if that's all you've ever talked about, then you really don't have an asset. So you want to brand yourself so you can build that asset, because if something happens, because anything can happen with any of these companies, guys. Remember this, we don't own them. Okay, so if you're an affiliate or in a network marketing program or whatever, remember this, you're not the owner of that company. Anything can happen. You can get an email tomorrow and they say, hey, we've just decided just to shut, close the doors, right? And that's happened, right? Thousands of times, right, in this industry. And it's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen. That's why if you're building your brand, your audience will follow you wherever you go. Does that make sense? If you built a brand and you have a following of individuals, people that see you as the resource. So if you guys are marketing whatever and something happens, they'll be looking toward you for guidance on okay, what's next? Where can we go from here? And a lot of those people that are in mode, they're not going to miss a step. A lot of the people that are branding themselves, a lot of my mentors that I know that were in mode, they're going to be fine. They're going to be just fine. They're going to move without even missing a beat. And that's why it's so important that you build your business, build your brand, because you're the only one, right? And it can't shut you down, your brand per se, but if you're promoting a company, they can shut the company down or what have you. And that, of course, that can affect, and that hurts if that happens. But very interesting stuff, A lot of interesting things these days, for sure. Let's see. And then Mark says, will the basic package and MLSP help much, or do I need to get the big boy package? Of course, with anything, more is better, but start wherever you need to start, because you really just need to get access to the right information. That's the biggest issue that I've seen over the years. I've been marketing full time now since September 2012, full time. And one of the biggest issues I see a lot of times are people just not getting access to the right information, not getting access to people that are willing to teach them how to market effectively. I know we want money. I know, I get it. You got bills and obligations and everything, but you're going to have to slow down sometimes so you can speed up. You need to really understand how the mechanics of everything works. So Marcus, I would definitely say, the bigger one, the best, that's better. It's just going to give you access to more. But whatever your budget is, I would just tell people, just start wherever your budget is. Okay? Start wherever your budget is. That way you can at least get in the door and you can see what's going on, right? And start learning because there's a lot of great information in any of those packages. Okay? You'll learn some great methods and strategies and ways to get more leads and sales in any of those packages. Okay? So hopefully that kind of answer your question. And if you got any other questions about that, just hit me up personally. Let's see. I'll take a few more questions, guys, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Let's see. Which traffic should we use? Which traffic resource? They're all good. I mean, there's some of the ones that I have in the description below. I mean, they're all good. They're all good in their own way. They all have different prices. I always just tell people start with whatever fits your budget, and do testing. Remember, when you're buying traffic, when you're buying leads, go into it as I'm going to test this out. Okay. Of course, the more traffic you buy, the more leads you buy, the bigger chances that you're going to, it just goes without saying, right? But if you're starting small and you just want to just kind of test the waters, okay, let me just see how this system works, definitely do that, but go into it saying, hey, if I get a great sale, if I get some sales and some leads, great. If I don't, great. I'm testing things out. Okay. That's how I go into everything I'm marketing on. A lot of times I do weird things. I don't know if it's going to work. It looks good on paper. It might sound good when I'm saying it, but there's been plenty of times where I've done it and it just flopped. Right. But I didn't go off in a corner somewhere. I said, oh, well, hey, that's not going to work. Let me just do something else. And so a lot of things that we've done is just testing. Again, remember I said the other day, I never lose. I either win really big or I learn really big. Okay. And that's how you're going to have to look at a lot of things. Is you're either going to win, man, that was a good idea, and man, that was a good method. I'm glad I did it because I made this amount of money. Or, man, I don't know if that really is working very well. Maybe I need to tweak some things. So you're going to learn. You're either going to win or you're going to learn. Okay? And but you'll never lose if you're consistently, testing and taking action. So any of those traffic sources that I share are good. I would say just test them. We've tested them. We've gotten some good results at different times. There's times I bought traffic or leads and didn't really get anything from it. And then on the flip side of that, from the same resource, I do it again and then get a whole bunch of leads and sales. Go figure. But again, that's just welcome to sales and marketing. It's just how it is. It's just how it works. So just kind of keep that in mind. Let's see. Free or paid traffic. I say both. Do focus on one free method if you're new, like one free method, okay, and master that, whatever it is, and then one paid method, okay. That's a good place. That's a good playground to play in. I'm going to focus on learning this one free method, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it might be, right? And I'm going to focus on one paid method. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to look at this. I'm not going to look at that over here. I'm not going to look at that down the hall. I'm just going to focus on these two methods right here. Okay? That's a good place to start. Okay? So just kind of, hopefully that kind of answered your question. All right. Let's see. What says is using ringless voicemail method a form of dirty marketing. What's your take? Me personally, I'm not a fan of it. When I get those voicemail messages, guys, delete, hang up. I never listen to them. It's to me, it's annoying. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, because if someone's watching and you've been crushing it, great. I mean, that works for you. And that's good. That's a good thing. But for me, it's really not really my thing. I don't really want to bug people like that. Just kind of, I don't know, emailing, stuff like that is a little different, especially if someone's opted into your funnel or whatever. But just calling random people, I don't know. And normally, even with me, even if I buy some leads and I got numbers, I might text them. Remember we talked about that the other day. I'll let them know who I am, how I got their information, and from a lead source or whatever. But even then, I don't do that a lot because I don't want to be so intrusive. But voicemails, I think, are fine. I wouldn't call it dirty marketing. Because I know some people that do it and everything, and I know some people that have done it and it works out very well. It's just nothing that I really wanted to do myself. Because for me, when people call me, now I know for other people, they can probably get a lot of great results from it. And I've seen people and had conversations with people that do it and they get really good results from it. But they're spending a lot of money, though. That's a very expensive strategy. If you really want good results, you're going to have to spend some money with that. Because the people I know that have done very well with that type of marketing, they're spending a lot of money on that because they're going through a lot of numbers, But like I always say, just test it, see if it works for you, just test it out and see what happens. Let me see. Let's see. The Mr. By None 86. You doing any YouTube marketing? I'm doing that all the time now. Just YouTube, because I love YouTube marketing. I'm still getting sales and leads from videos I made 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I don't really get that type of those type of results from any other platform other than YouTube. I don't know too many people that are buying or that are watching videos that I made 5 years ago on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook. Not to throw any shade on Facebook or anything. I'm just stating facts. I don't have anybody. I don't think there's nobody on Facebook right now watching a video that I uploaded back in 2014. But I got tons of people that are watching videos that I uploaded back in 2014 today. You see what I'm saying? So YouTube is definitely my main platform that I do a lot of my marketing on now. Simply because I'm a video guy. I love videos, and if you're into videos, of course, YouTube is the best place to be. So good stuff. So, hey guys, thanks for those questions, guys. Really good stuff. Hopefully you got some good, some value from tonight's call. I'll be sharing some other training later on this week as well. But just wanted to stop by and say what's up. Hope give you guys those 6 steps that can really help you to really start creating a very profitable online business and really start making some money. So again, you'll see some information right below. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to click the button right below. Click the subscribe button and click the bell so you get a notification anytime I upload a video or go live or whatever. You'll kind of be, in the know as I'm uploading, new content, which I'm going to be doing all the time. So you definitely don't want to miss that information. So, hey guys, thanks for hopping on and everything. And I know tomorrow I'll be sharing some more information and everything. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for all the questions, guys. Hey, really appreciate that. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the response and the engagement. Hopefully I was able to give you guys some value tonight. So have a good night, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Under my wings, I can